internet. I'm Insane Lane, as well as a Canadian girl, and today we have when having zero respect for authority gets you arrested. Forgive my voice for being scratchy. Now that it's warm, allergy season is on.
On April 22nd, 2025, officers with the Ocala Police Department responded to a call in reference to a disturbance at a Family Dollar. Upon arrival, officers made contact with the suspect, later identified as a 23-year-old female named Katie.
We were here.
Okay, I don't know where Ocala is, but why is it always a dollar store? I swear about a third of videos happen at dollar stores.
Earlier.
Yeah?
We bought fly stuff.
So this customer thing, and she's young chick, she's sitting over there.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently this guy that we have the license plate and stuff of him, he is an older gentleman, looks like 70, early 70 maybe. Found her, they came in here and she was acting a little weird, so I'm like, can I help you with something? And she starts bawling her eyes out that he wanted to give her, he followed her in here because he wanted to give her a ride, but he would only give her a ride if she had sex with him. So I asked her if she wanted me to call anybody. She's like, to call the cops, maybe if she can walk out of here without him following her. But he went and confronted her in the aisle, and my assistant got in between.
Confronted her over what? Not getting any sex?
Yeah, I wasn't even there, so he didn't speak to my assistant.
Whoa, so there's so much to break down there. Holy hell. Okay, so this young woman basically has a creepy old man following her, offering her a ride in exchange for sex. She has clearly taken a pass and went into the store to get help. Good on the staff for noticing that, like, something isn't right and asking her if she needed help. Like, full applause for them. And then I guess the guy, they had some kind of altercation. Again, good on the staff for stepping in and being like, no, you need to get away from this girl. Like, totally good on them. I hope they got, like, some recognition by the company for being amazing. So it sounds like the girl just wanted the cops, like, called to make sure it's safe for her to leave. I don't know if the guy is still there. I'm guessing he's gone, because probably as soon as he heard the word cops, he was, like, out the door. That's usually how that goes. So she just wants the cops there to let her, like, leave safely and probably, like, make a report if she knows his name or anything. You know, so in case something like this happens again, or she runs into him again or something. I'm trying to catch the patch on the cop's arm to see where we are.
Assistant on that one, because I was calling you guys. Our friend.
It's a big place.
Yeah, you can come through here. Yeah.
How old are you?
23.
Do you have ID on you?
Yeah.
Okay, how about hi?
Sir.
Winston.
Nice to meet you.
Why are you carrying around so much cash?
Who cares?
Because my mom kicked me out of the house. I imagine you're looking at me like I'm a prostitute. Why did you just roll your eyes? I feel disrespected by you, but
You feel disrespected by
you're the
me?
one in the
Yeah.
uniform.
I just need to see your ID.
I'm looking for it. I got a lot of stuff. I feel disrespected by your attitude because you're acting like a bitch when I'm calling for help. And excuse my
So if
language,
you want
but
to
I'm
start, if you
expressing
want to start that way with me, I can go there also. And I don't really think
Okay.
you want me to go there
myself.
also.
Okay, I'm already over this cop and her fucking attitude. This is the victim, you stupid bitch. Victim. So don't be asking her why she's got so much cash. That's none of your goddamn business. She has the right to carry as much cash as she wants, and it's none of your business. She is the victim. And you walk up to her and demand to know how old she is and demanding her ID. How about saying, hi, I'm so sorry that this happened today. What can you tell me about it? And good on this girl. Like, I would not have guessed she's 23. She looks incredibly young. But good on her for being like, hey, why are you rolling your eyes at me? Because, yeah, I think the cop probably does think that this is like a prostitution situation gone wrong, which again, none of her business. But I don't think this young lady is a prostitute because she was clearly trying to get away from creepy guy. And she said her mom kicked her out. I'm guessing she's living on the streets right now then. So yeah, she has all her cash and all her stuff with her. This is not surprising. But yeah, this cop's got major attitude, and now because she got called out on having a shitty attitude, now she's like, oh, I can go there too. I can really show you how much of a bitch I can be. Again, officer, this is the victim. Like, do you need to go back to kindergarten and have the difference explained to you?
I'm using.
Because you're a grown adult.
Yeah, I think somebody else might want to deal with you.
Okay, other officer standing there.
She's triggering. It could just give me my name. You can pull up my record. I have like 7 arrests.
I don't care about your arrest. I'm asking for your ID.
You get my face. So,
Do you know your ID number?
But you should have asked for that before you asked for my ID.
Look, we're not gonna.
All right, Florida.
Hey, do you want her trespass? You want her trespass?
Okay, that is what we call soliciting a trespass. They are not allowed to do that. Now, I'm surprised the store has said yes, because they were being very helpful up to this point. But the cops cannot, like, ask or demand that a store trespass someone. If they wanted her trespassed, that person, who I'm assuming is the manager, had the opportunity to tell the cops that outside. She didn't say anything about wanting this woman removed or trespassed. She only said yes when the cop directly asked her. And now, this female officer, who is definitely a Cassie, is making the victim the problem. There is so much fundamentally wrong with that. And also, male cop, do you have the power of speech? Are you as dumb as you look? Because as soon as female cop and young lady started, like, having a bitch fight, you should have stepped in, told the female cop maybe you wait outside and start doing some paperwork on creepy old guy that we're here to take a report about, which they seem to have forgotten exists, and let him deal with her in, maybe a nice way.
No.
See, again, he is doing his job by saying, we are here to help you, and he's trying to be nice to her. The female cop is just being a raging bitch for absolutely no reason.
I don't care about that.
Date of birth?
What do you care about? Getting paid with paper that doesn't feed you?
Man, what's your date of birth?
August 24th, 2001.
Look at that.
What's yours?
Found it.
August 24th, 2001.
Step outside the store for me.
I feel safer in the store.
Step out of the store. I'm going to take you to jail.
Oh.
Okay, again, bitch officer, you have not said they want you trespassed, that's why you need to leave. You're just giving idiot orders and demanding to be obeyed. And the fact that you are threatening to arrest the victim because she told you, I feel safer in the store, and you have not told her you're being trespassed, this is an officer that, I can tell you right now, you can retrain her as many times as you want. It's not going to do any good because she's already decided she is the law and whatever she says goes. And you're never, ever, ever going to be able to change that. So this is fundamentally someone who should not be a cop.
You're being trespassed from the store. Step out of the store.
Am I being trespassed by you or the store?
The store is.
No, by the cop.
Are the stores trespassing me?
I don't know. You have something.
The store is trespassing me, apparently. According to these people, I want to molest me now.
Okay, notice how she left
You
calmly.
want to talk to us about the other incident?
I don't mean to take it out on you guys.
You already have. You are.
I'm sorry, she's taking what out on you, you dumb... I came very close to calling her a see you next Tuesday, but that's what she's being right now. She's being utterly disgusting. This is the kind of cop that makes victims not call the police because they get treated like this. Again, this woman is the victim here. She has done nothing wrong. And this cop is being a bully. She's being abusive. She's abusing her authority. She's treating this woman like garbage and yelling at her for absolutely no reason. And this is the first time she's even asked about the incident they were actually called there for.
we have.
Okay, I'm sorry.
If you want us to help you, you're going about it the whole wrong way. If you want us to hinder your way about wherever the hell you're trying to go,
I'm just trying to get home. Okay, I'm literally just trying to get around home. I don't.
Right, so you just threatened the victim. You just said, basically, if you're nice to me and kiss my ass, then I'll consider doing my job and taking a report on the terrible thing that happened to you. Or I can continue to be a raging bitch and find a reason to falsely arrest you and ruin your life, and it's up to you. This is the worst kind of officer. This is the kind that decides who is in the right and who is in the wrong and who gets arrested and who doesn't based on popularity things. Like, I guarantee you, there's two types of people generally that become cops. And it comes from how you got treated in high school and how you got treated in life prior to being old enough to be a cop. People who were bullies and people who were bullied. I guarantee you, this woman was the queen bee in the school. She's a raging bully, always has been. And she takes that into the job now and just continues to bully everybody. And anyone who's nice to her gets to be her best friend and gets to be in her little clique, and she'll do her job for them. But anybody else, she will just abuse and denigrate and absolutely ignore because she doesn't care about you because you weren't nice to her. Again, this is somebody you cannot retrain. She needs to be fired and never be a cop again.
I don't know any taxi numbers. I don't have a phone to call any taxis. I have cash. I think I left something inside. I don't know.
Okay.
go to counselor.
I'm ready now.
She's getting her that backwards. She's not getting that
What
backwards.
do you guys do? And where's your integrity? Where's your courage? Where's your character when it comes
Yeah.
to someone who is having a bad day?
So listen to me. You're in a store cussing,
At you, I
It was not.
Right here with that
but
face,
here's the
man.
problem. Here's the problem. Yeah, that's real nice. That's real nice.
Okay, like she can control that she's upset and snot came out of her nose. I'm sorry, it made me gag a little. But, sorry, I've been thinking about snot. But that's not her fault. And now you're being more of a raging bitch. And now you're making up lies. Saying, oh, she goes into a store and she was cussing. I didn't hear her say anything that I consider a curse word, honestly. But she said, I only cursed at you, officer, when you were making faces at me and being rude and being disgusting. Well, maybe it's news to you, officer, but the Supreme Court says I can look you right in the face and say, fuck the police. So she is not doing anything wrong. You, on the other hand, are.
Get off the property. Get off the property, or I'm going to take you to jail.
Hey, go where?
So now we're just
The
refusing to
sidewalk,
help
it's right
her.
there. You'll be off the property, and I can't do
That's
nothing
where I
with
got
you.
picked up by a pedophile.
Listen, I've been trying
Yeah.
to talk to you about it. This is what
No, you haven't been trying to talk to her about it. You've been bitching. All you have done is be rude and a bitch and abuse this young lady. That's all you've done. You have not tried to talk to her about it. You are a worthless waste of space as a cop.
I got.
What do you guys do? What do you guys do?
Keep
I'm
screaming.
in a bad situation.
Keep screaming, I'm going to take you to jail.
Why
Right, so
am I
you're
standing
threatening the
up to
victim.
myself? You are being for that. And I'm not talking to the uniform. I'm talking to you behind the glasses, right? I'm acting like you won't have.
I'm so on this young lady's side. Like, I know she has, like, no resources in that, but this is a perfect opportunity where this officer deserves to catch a lawsuit over her disgusting behavior. She deserves to catch serious discipline from her department for treating a victim this way, refusing to do her job, refusing to take a report on somebody trying to take her and, like, force her to have sex. And I applaud her for saying, I'm not talking to the uniform, I'm talking to you behind it. Because she's right. It's not the uniform, like, it's the person in the uniform that's the problem right now. But yeah, this cop needs to be just gone permanently.
If
And
you come back, you're going to jail.
This guy, okay, male officer, I'm sorry, he needs to be fired as far as I'm concerned. He's watching this happen and he's doing nothing about it. And I know that in America they have this insane, like, cops never call out other cops for bad behavior. That needs to change because that is, like, so much of the problem. This guy had a perfect opportunity. He should have stepped in. He should have told this female cop, hey, you are too heated about this. You need to back off and let me handle this. Now, I have no idea if she would have, like, accepted that and backed down, or if she would have turned around and cussed him out too. Probably. He probably knows that. But the fact that he is not trying to intervene and trying to, like, control her atrocious behavior is equally disgraceful, and he deserves to be punished for it.
Fill out a trespass warning.
Yep.
Nothing much.
That's why I called. I really thought she was the victim.
Yeah,
She
you saw
is.
that went.
Mm-hmm. Sorry.
She started cursing me up one side and down the other.
No, she didn't. Like, I'm sorry, this cop is such a liar. That did not happen at all. And now she's got the store people believing that, what, she was making that up? They said they saw the creepy old man follow her into the store. They saw her showing signs of distress. That's why they intervened. They saw him start to get into an altercation with her in the aisle and again intervened. And now this idiot cop has them believing, oh yeah, she's just a, what, crazy homeless girl? She's just a whore? What? Like, this is literally the worst kind of policing. It is absolutely the worst because this cop is re-victimizing this girl right now. She is adding to her abuse and trauma by refusing to take a report about it, by treating her this way, by screaming at her that I'm going to arrest you when she called them for help. Like, utterly disgusting.
I said, "Ooh, she gonna take her."
Well,
Yeah.
she blew snot out at me, so.
No, she didn't.
Oh shit! I thought you was gonna take him.
Well, I was good right to take her to jail.
That did not
I'm just standing
happen.
out in your parking lot yelling, keep it up, you're going to go to jail. There's no reason for it.
No, none at all.
She gave me in dire need of help.
Yes.
I tried.
And then-
Several times I tried to get her.
No, you did not try. Like, again, there's something called the Brady list where cops who have been caught lying on the stand, their name goes down on it. Why that's not an immediate dismissal and they don't face charges of perjury, I don't know. Maybe somebody can explain that to me someday. But if this cop is not on it, she should be because she is lying her ass off.
Why don't she pull out a water cash? Like she's
So what?
she goes, she's getting trespassed. She's being mean to my friends. And I don't like it. She goes, my friend's never mad when she's
I honestly, I don't
She's
get
back.
it. I mean,
oh,
is she back?
oh wait,
Yep, she's right there. She's on the property. Taking it. All right.
You're back on the property.
I think I left something of mine in the store. Can you get it for me?
On the property.
I didn't see. Get your hands off.
You're under arrest. Put your hands behind your back.
Okay, so now we're adding assaulting the victim. Now, granted, no, she shouldn't have come back on the property, but she did say earlier she was feeling her pockets and said, I think I left something in the store. They then chased her off, so she just wants her stuff back. The right thing to do as an officer is to say, like, okay, what's in the store? You go stand on the sidewalk. Tell me what you left. I will go get it. But no, instead we're going to assault the victim. We're going to falsely arrest her. We're going to, no doubt, make up a bunch of charges just to ruin her life and make the female cop feel like she's worth something. But this is the worst kind of policing. This is the absolute worst.
Am I being trespassed? I don't understand. I don't understand.
Take her
Who are you?
grass
Get
away
me
from the
off.
ground.
Yeah, get me off the property, please. Let me get my stuff. My property's on the property.
Sit down.
How? That should be a loophole,
Down,
right?
on the ground.
On the ground.
Why?
Get on the ground.
Why? I don't understand. I don't understand why.
Knock that foot up from you, sir. Thank you.
What's wrong with me?
Stop fighting.
Okay, is she punching her in the
I'm
face?
fighting what? You kinky mother. What's wrong?
Over on your stomach.
You're wrong.
On your stomach.
Okay.
You all right?
Okay.
10-4.
Okay, so now you're just going to break both her arms.
Tell me what I did wrong. Because I didn't see.
It's getting stuck on her face. There you go.
All right, let's go.
Where?
You're in
Jail.
county jail.
Why?
Trespass after warning.
Yeah, bullshit. I say bullshit because the trespass itself is illegal because the cops solicited the trespass. They're not allowed to do that. The store did not approach the cops and say, we want her trespass. The officer went to the manager and said, do you want her trespassed, in a very demanding manner? And the manager, unfortunately, said yes, she should not have done that. But that makes the trespass, as far as I'm concerned, absolute bullshit. So arresting her secondary to an illegal trespass is also bullshit.
And my stuff
You were
was in
told?
there.
You were told you're trespassing the property. We're not arguing about it.
You talk to me though.
No, ma'am.
This is not an argument.
Right,
This
so
is
you're
not an
saying you
argument.
won't
Please
even
just talk
talk
to
to
me.
her.
Stop moving.
Ma'am, we tried talking to you.
No, you didn't. At no point, you stupid bitch. At no point did you try talking to her. All you have done is yell, threaten, and harass this young lady. You have at no point tried to address the very serious reason that you were actually called there. You have at no point tried to take a report. You have no point tried to, like, ask her what happened. You've just been rude and disgusting this entire time.
Not a conversation.
That's not even my thing in there. That piece of gold that's in there is my father's. And my father left me. Okay? It had sentimental value. That is why I tried to go back inside. I don't want to have a phone. I don't have a phone to call 911. And I didn't have a phone to call a taxi. And I almost just got raped. Okay? That's why I was in there crying. I don't understand why I am in handcuffs.
We told you not to come back on the property.
No, you're in handcuffs because you ran across an absolute disgrace behind a badge who needs to be not only fired, but as far as I'm concerned, this cop needs to face charges for her behavior here. She should be the one in handcuffs at this point.
What? How was I supposed to get my stuff back?
Well, once we tell you to get off the property, you're not allowed back.
So I was just supposed to stand on the sidewalk and wait for you to come outside?
That would have been
Yeah, that would work.
a great idea.
Well, like you would have helped
Please
her.
forgive me. I learned my lesson. And I apologize for it.
Nope, you're gonna go to jail there. No problem.
You have hurt your feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, you do not hurt my feelings.
Oh yeah, what she just said is 100% correct. The cop said, no, you can't say sorry. No, I'm not gonna be the bigger person and let you go, which is what she should be doing. But again, this young lady is incredibly intelligent. I guarantee you, she is very, very smart because she's been incredibly accurate with everything she's said. And she's one of those people that can read people. And she's reading this cop. And she's correct when she said, you're doing this because I hurt your feelings. That's exactly why this cop is doing it. She is doing it because she did not like being told that she was being a rude bitch. She didn't like being called out for her disgraceful attitude. And now she's retaliating. That's all she is doing. She is abusing this young woman because she knows she can get away with it. And because she didn't like being called out for rolling her eyes and having a shitty attitude.
Go put her in the car.
Can you maybe
Unlock.
make her act me?
No, you're going to jail. You asked for that one.
Oh, she asked for it? You really just said she asked for it? Ugh.
What is it you left in the store?
It is a tiny piece of gold. You told me to take it out of my bag and put it on the shelf of the bar.
She said she left a gold brick in here.
The what?
She left gold in here.
You okay?
She said it was a piece of gold that was her father's and it's sentimental. That's why she wants
Who
it
stole
back.
her gold brick?
She didn't say it was a brick.
Gold brick.
But if there was gold, I bet somebody pocketed it by now.
I've never seen no.
Okay, so she sat here, right? She sat here after holding her car, and then she sat back in the kitchen. Now, I will take you to it. I doubt there is a gold brick.
Will you look back there for me?
I will.
She says that there's a gold brick in here.
Gold brick.
Yeah.
There's a gold brick. Find a golden ticket.
So,
There's
I
no
mean,
gold brick. There's...
okay. Sorry, guys. I have to write up a test case. You guys stole her gold brick.
Oh, dear God.
Yeah, continue mocking the victim.
Did you go through it?
No, not yet. She wanted to kick the car.
She wanted to what?
She wanted to kick the inside of the car, so I just told her to kick
So what?
Are you kicking the car?
Me too. I'm just having a really hard time right now.
That
I can't-
window opens. This window does not open. So if you scoot over there, you'll be able to get some more air.
I can't call my mom. I couldn't.
You are an adult, sweetheart. You can't call
know.
anybody.
My dad, I don't have phone service right now, and I have a hard time
You
talking to people
give me
because
a
I'm
minute.
socially anxiety.
Give me a minute to talk to him. That window opens. This one does not. Okay. So if you want to scoot over on that side, you can.
Thank you.
Don't be kicking the door because you're just going to get more charges.
Okay, I didn't mean to kick the car.
I think it is utterly absurd, by the way, that they can charge somebody for kicking the inside of a police car. Like, how petty are you if you're going to charge somebody for that? Because they're like, oh, they damaged police property. Those things are fucking indestructible. Like, have I seen a guy kick out an actual glass window in the back of a cop car? Yes, one time. I think he got hella lucky. Hello. Come on, up. Hello, look what we have. Oh, yes. Making sure he didn't mute me, because sometimes he does. But hello, Mr. Puppy. Hello. Say hi. Say hi, my name is Bo. And I'm a puppy. Yes, good baby. He wants to lick my face so bad, but he knows he's not allowed when I have makeup on. I know you're behaving and it's bothering you. Just wants to lick so much. But yeah, I don't understand being charged with like damaging police property for kicking the back of the seat. Like, they didn't damage a damn thing.
Hey! I think this is what she was talking about.
Good boy.
Hey! Katie, is this it? It was in your bag. Hit the car. Okay. Found your boss thing. All right. Putting your stuff in a bag right now. They're not going to take your backpack. So I'm going to have to fill out a receipt for you. And you'll have to come to the police department and get it when you get out of jail. Okay. It's a safekeeping receipt. That's all I can do. Well, they won't keep it for you at the jail. So that's not my decision. That's the judge's decision. Okay, you're being arrested for resisting, and you're being arrested for.
I was just trying to understand what was going on. I wasn't arresting. I wasn't trying to resist.
Okay, I told you were under arrest. Put your hands behind your back.
I didn't understand why I was under arrest.
Okay.
It doesn't seem
I
like
also told you that you are not welcome on the property.
What you guys stand for. You stand for integrity, and it doesn't make sense when your actions don't line up with your words.
Okay, I'm not.
Okay, that's entirely correct, but nobody joins the police force to have integrity. I'm sorry. That is something 4-year-olds think when they play dress-up cop in the backyard. The real reason people tend to join the police force, and this is not limited to America, this is global, is because they want power and authority to use against other people because they've usually felt weak and helpless their whole lives. Or they are people who had that kind of power and authority in school, and they want to continue having that in the real world. But very few people get into being a police officer to be honest and integral. There's plenty of other reasons they get into being a cop, and this cop is a prime example. I promise you she has absolutely no integrity, morals, or ethics. Those are not even words she understands. But now this young lady's going to sit in jail for 2-3 days probably, have to see a judge, have to pay bail, have to deal with the courts over a trespass that should never have been issued, and that the cops did a piss poor job of explaining at any point, and they didn't give her any paperwork. Usually when people get trespassed, we see the cops write out a trespass order and give the person being trespassed a copy. They did not do that. So again, I think this trespass is wholly illegal because not only did the cops solicit the trespass, they didn't give her written notice of it. So did you legally trespass her? I don't think you did. And then you've committed false arrest now because your trespass is invalid because it's illegal. So all your charges are bullshit. Like, I hope she actually got a good lawyer. I'm sure it'll be a public defender, and usually they are the absolute worst. Not necessarily their fault. It's baked into the system for them to basically be ineffective counsel, no matter how good they may actually be as a lawyer. But this officer is just destroying this young woman's life for absolutely no reason other than she didn't like being called out on her shitty fucking attitude. So because you can tell, the cop immediately flipped a switch. Instead of treating this woman like the victim that she is, she started treating her like, I don't like your face. Of like, you have personally offended me because how dare you tell me not to roll my eyes, or that I'm being rude to you when I'm being rude to you. How dare you question me? How dare you question my authority? That's all it is. And now this is just escalating and retaliating and absolute abuse of authority.
I'm not going to argue with you. I'll tell you what's going on. Okay. You got trespass from the property. Do you remember that? Do you remember being trespassed from the property?
It didn't make sense coming from you guys and not from the store.
It doesn't have to come from the store, honey.
Actually, it does. Actually, by the way, it does. The manager did actually need to tell this young woman, you are being trespassed from the store. That never happened. So again, there's no way that this trespass was done legally. Absolutely no way in hell.
They're making bullshit up? I'm sorry, I used a bad word. I'm sorry, I used a bad word. Okay.
I'm willing to talk to you.
Stop being
but
the
I'm not
language
willing to be disrespected you're not gonna be rude to me.
I'm not trying.
Yeah, and see, that's all it is. She just said it. Her saying the word bullshit is not disrespecting you, you dumb fucking cunt. Yes, I said it. I don't care. This cop is a disgrace. She needs to be fired and she needs to face charges for this behavior. Because this is abusive. This is disgusting. You are not the language police. You want to be respected? Go work somewhere else. You might get promised a lot of things when you put a badge on, but respect is not one of them. You want respect, earn it. Act in a way that is worthy of respect. All you have done is act like a disrespectful bitch. You got called out, and now you're, again, blaming the victim and continuing to traumatize her by demanding respect that you do not deserve.
Okay. Let me take out the suit.
It's just a costume.
But you're doing it to me.
It's a costume.
It's a
Not
costume.
a costume.
Yes, it is.
Okay? I came here to help you.
No, you
How
didn't.
you treated me.
I didn't mean to treat you like.
Okay, that right there should be enough to fire her. You said you're supposed to come here to help her, but because she was rude to you, you've now escalated to abusing and arresting her? I would love to hear this dumb bitch's captain try to defend her on this. Try to look at a press conference, a room full of cameras, and say, well, if you disrespect one of my officers, we don't care that you were almost the victim of potentially kidnapping, potentially rape, coercion. We don't care, because if you disrespect us, then you're the problem. And we don't care what you suffered. We'll find an excuse to arrest you. Because that's what this dumb bitch just admitted. She did this because she felt this young lady disrespected her. Which, by the way, this woman didn't disrespect her. You want to be disrespected, I will show you disrespect. What she did is not disrespect at all.
Like this. Really
Only you can change that. Only you.
Good boy.
You have full control to change it.
Interactions like this strengthen my bond. Interactions like this strengthen my trust in the police. You giving me a second chance before
You're not getting a second chance. You're going to jail.
I came.
You need to get a safekeeping form.
Yeah, the only reason I went in the store in the first place with that guy is because that guy picked
In the form box, get a safekeeping receipt out.
While I was crying. He picked me up while I was crying on the side of the road because it's just been a long life.
In the end, Katie was charged with trespass after warning and resisting an officer without violence. Her case remains ongoing. If you like this video.
Okay, I've said most of what I need to say. As for the title, when having zero respect for authority gets you arrested, kiss my ass. This is really the year of bullshit clickbaity titles because every word of that is false. I think this young lady actually had a great deal of respect for authority and for the police, just not for this officer who doesn't deserve respect because she was acting in a disgraceful, disgusting manner. Absolutely atrocious. Both cops need to be fired. They're an absolute fail. The female cop needs to be not only fired, but facing charges for her behavior here. The male cop needs to be fired for not intervening. I have no tolerance for that. So that is where we find ourselves. What do you think, Bo? Any final thoughts? Yeah, he doesn't like bad police either. But that will do it for today. If you're new here, please like, comment, and subscribe. What do you think should have happened here? Do you think the female cop, is as much of a bitch as I do? What do you think should happen to the officers? What do you think should happen to the young lady? What do you think about the store's response that went from being so very good to being so very bad? Oy, there's so much to unpack in such a short video. Yes, isn't there? Good boy. Yes. But until the next one, I have been Insane Lane as well as a Canadian girl. Take care of you and love on a fur baby always. Bye-bye.